Welcome back, everybody. All right, so I just finished watching Luther The Fallen Sons. And of course, I'm pretty sure most of you know that Luther is an actual show on BBC. And I'm gonna be honest, I tried to watch it back in the day, but I just didn't finish. I just never got back to it. So I'm pretty sure some of the other characters that were in the show are probably in the movie too. I'm just guessing, because that's usually how they do when they do the TV show, then they have a movie thing. But anyway, it's always nice to see Idris, using his native accent, his native London or UK. I'm not sure if he's exactly from London, but UK accent. And this movie is definitely, if you are kind of squeamish, I wouldn't watch it. But it's basically Luther is trying to find this sadistic killer. And some kind of way the killer gets Luther locked up. He has some connections or whatever. I forgot what he did. But so this killer controls people by, he has this system on the internet, the internet, where he's finding stuff out about people. Like, they do say that we are being filmed by our laptops and TVs, and in this movie you could see there's a whole cubicle call center set up where they are finding people by seeing what they're into, and then so he uses this to blackmail them. So Luther's trying to find this one guy, this one boy, but it ends up being a bunch of missing people. And so we find out that this sadistic guy actually, and this is the scary part, because this could be going on for real. He runs this website where the missing people that he has, people can watch it live, watch people get killed, like a snuff film. They get to choose how they die and all that. I saw something like that in this show called Shadow on Netflix. It's a South African show. It's a mini series about eight episodes. And one of the villains in there was, hold on just a second. All right. One of the villains in there was doing the same thing, and they call it a red room. I wanted to Google red room, but I'm kind of particular about what I Google, because if something were to happen, I don't want them to accuse me of being involved in some stuff. They're like, look, we saw you looking at red room, and so-and-so's missing now. But that's the scary part, because all these people that go missing, what if they are because we hear about human trafficking all the time. A lot of times when people think about human trafficking, they're usually thinking about sex trafficking, but humans get trafficked just like during slavery. The only difference is it's illegal now, but they still get people and have them working and for free and not paying them and stuff like that. So that's part of the movie that scares me, is there's sadistic people for real in the world. Okay, so I didn't know another lady who I was glad to hear her nice British accent. I do not know her name, but she played Harriet Tubman in Harriet. She played in, it was that movie with, you probably know who I'm talking about if you know the Harriet movie, but she also played in the movie with Viola Davis and someone else. She was really good in that. I forgot I think it was called The Widows or something. But yeah, she usually talks in, a standard American accent, because we all know in America we have a bunch of different accents, but the standard one. And she played someone who was actually trying to catch Luther because he had broke out of prison and everything. And so the man ends up kidnapping her daughter and trying to use her as bait to get the lady to cause Luther harm, because Luther is really good he usually can feel someone out if they're guilty, and he was trying to get him for that. So I don't want to do too much spoilers on this one, but of course, with movies like this, the villain he gets his at the end. he doesn't get to go on with his supervillain fantasies and whatnot. So one thing I'm wondering that if I should do when it comes to reviews is reading other people's reviews online. I definitely don't like to read any review before I see it myself. I don't want anything tainted. That's why I try to see stuff when it first comes out. That's why if you notice, a lot of things I've been posting lately have been like streaming stuff because I haven't been able to make it to the movies. Movies are kind of high. And like I said, I would have to buy the unlimited a month. That way I can just go whenever it comes out because like there's still a lot of stuff in the movies I'm trying to see, you know. But then it ends up coming to, I almost said DVD. It ends up coming to the streaming services really fast, like within 3 weeks. I'm pretty sure Cocaine Bear will be on HBO Max this weekend or something. You know what I'm saying? So some people might say it's a waste of money, but I like to see stuff fast because especially when you're like on social media and people are like, man, so and so wasn't good, and then they start saying stuff and then it totally ruins your expectations. I need to go in fully blind with the exception of seeing the trailer. And a lot of times, I don't know why, I don't even know how I find out about movies, but I haven't been watching a lot of trailers. Like, I don't see trailers on TV that often, probably because I stream more than I watch regular TV. So a lot of times, I'll see a trailer on YouTube. Like the House Party trailer, I really didn't see that too much. I usually skip the ads. I don't usually watch, so I go in fully blind. Like when I went to see Megan, I had barely saw a trailer or anything. So this movie, I'm wondering, should I try give Luther a chance? You know, I know it was on way back in the day. Like, I don't know how young I was, but I did indeed try to watch it. Just caught up in doing something else. I would say this movie puts me kind of like in the mind of Saw. Jigsaw was the little puppet, I think. But in that mindset of you have this sadistic, crazy person who is making people do all these different things to free themselves and all that, that's what it put me in the mind of. And like I said, Saw is scary for the simple fact that could happen in real life too. Like, you watch something like Chucky, a vampire movie, you're good because it's not like a doll's not going to come alive and try to stab you. But that kind of stuff, that's why, like, when it comes to horror movies, stuff that involves demons and stuff, depending on what it is, like, I'm kind of invested in the Conjuring series, so anytime they put that out, I'll watch it. But for the most part, I try to stay away from that because, like, I do believe in that kind of stuff. So yeah, and Luther is still #1 on Netflix. I still haven't seen The Beast yet, and that's been on HBO Max for a while. I would love to do a review on it, but let me know in the comments. If you made it this far in the video, let me know. Do you still want to see reviews on movies that have been out for like a month or two? Like Woman King, for example. I think Elvis came out last year. Like, do you want to see reviews on that? Because I do also do reviews on streaming stuff that may be old, but that's a little different to me because everybody may not be watching the same thing on streaming, whereas in the movie, more people may know about it. So let me know down in the comments if you want to see a Woman King review. I'm just using that as an example. Creed 3 just came out. Believe it or not, I have not seen Creed 1 or 2, but I will be doing that this week while we're on spring break. And I do plan on seeing Creed 3 in the theater. I heard it was really good. And of course, when I'm on social media, I bypass anybody. If I see any kind of Creed, anything, anything, I scroll past it because, like I said, I need a clean slate when I am doing movies, TV, anything like that. That's why I list spoilers. Like if I do have spoilers in a movie, I do list them because I want you to know, okay, there's spoilers. If you're not with it, go on, because I do understand. All right. Now look, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off on here. Now I know I didn't really get too into the deep. Like I said, I really would rather you watch the movie for yourself, because if I'm just going steadily down the list, then it kind of ruins it sometimes, depending on what the movie is. But anyways, as always, man, subscribe if you like, share, like if you like. I appreciate my subscribers that I do have. Until next time, y'all, as always, peace and blessings.